What's good, Joshua Ross? Back at it again with another video. So we're going to check out real reason Cody won the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar has been cleared, and WWE gives up on a star in other wrestling news, man. Let's see what's going on. A lot of people are still kind of talking about the whole Brock Lesnar returning and Cody Rhodes. Why did he win at SummerSlam? It seemed like it was like a passing of the torch moment and everything else that went on after, during SummerSlam weekend. Appreciate all love and support. Let's check this bad boy out, man.
Mia here, back with some more news. Damn, it's been a tough weekend. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the real reason Cody Rhodes won the WWE Undisputed Championship, Brock Lesnar has been cleared by WWE gives up on a star, worrying news for Bron Breaker, a WWE star needs surgery, Triple H shuts down chants, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at the real reason Cody Rhodes won the WWE Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam. Now our top story today takes a look at the fallout to 2025 SummerSlam, as we look at the real reason why Cody Rhodes won the WWE title for the second time in his career. Fans firmly expected surprises, twists, and turns during the John Cena vs Cody Rhodes match, and to everyone's surprise, the only surprise came following the match with the shocking return of Brock Lesnar. WWE evidently wanted the match to end in a clean manner, and they in essence took the opposite approach to how they booked the atrociously received WrestleMania 41 match. The match has received universal acclaim by fans, and even Dave Meltzer has labeled it as one of the greatest WWE matches in quite some time.
This match was really, really good. This is the match that should have happened at WrestleMania. Without any question, this is the match we should have got. And maybe without the stipulations, who knows? But I think the dynamic, John Cena being John Cena, the way fans really wanted him to be. This worked. This was fantastic. This was great. Enjoyed this match. Great match.
So surely this is going to be a 5-star, right? If the match relied on a heel turn or a shocking twist, then both men wouldn't have been able to get out of that second gear, and allowing the two to work a full match without any hijinks allowed Cena to let loose and, well, wrestle. I mean, Cena was wrestling like he was trying to impress OVW trainees. But in relation to the primary reason why WWE put the title on Rhodes once again, it was to further Rhodes as the undisputed face of the company. According to Corey Hayes on X, the idea was that Rhodes would chase the title following WrestleMania 41, and this would cement him as one of, if not the greatest babyface in WWE history. This was the main aim of the Rhodes story arc over the past few months, and it definitely paid off with a classic matchup and the passing of the torch style moment. In fact, the MetLife Stadium also had another passing of the torch moment, that between The Rock and John Cena. As some fans expected Rhodes to turn to the dark side, but this would have been totally nonsensical. Outside of some sporadic boos when working legends such as Cena and Randy Orton, Rhodes is still beloved by all demographics, and he's still the poster boy for the entire brand. Additionally, Cena no longer needed the WWE title. Cena is now set to feud with a returning Lesnar, and the WWE title isn't needed for that particular program. Cena's babyface turn last week certainly came out of nowhere, but it helped elevate the Rhodes match even more, and it was likely done so that Cena could work a program with Brock Lesnar. Cena had limited dates left, and to keep the WWE title on him at this stage would have been unwise. SummerSlam is the biggest PLE left before Cena's retirement, and it would have been rather underwhelming to see the WWE legend drop the gold at a B-level PLE. It could be argued that WWE don't have enough strong heels to work with Rhodes, and that argument does have some merit. The obvious option is to explore a feud with Drew McIntyre, as that feud has untapped potential. It's incredibly likely that Rhodes vs CM Punk is on the table for WrestleMania 42, and hopefully WWE builds some heels before then, so that Rhodes' title reign remains compelling and entertaining.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, the only other person I can think of right now would be Drew, to build up something with Drew. He's one of the few people that has beaten Cody. Build up something with Drew. That's all you can really do at this point. It was shocking to see that John Cena was losing, like he lost. I was very surprised by that. But at the same time, once we found out how things was really going to play out, it made sense why he lost, because they're setting up something with Brock Lesnar and John Cena going forward. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do because they don't really have too many top heels. And two, Cody not truly turning heel. I know a lot of people were wanting that. I do feel like it's going to happen. It just has to happen at the right time. And honestly, they still need another top babyface to kind of take that role from him. So, we'll see. I am looking forward to it, and I'm sure it will happen when it's supposed to happen. So,
next up, Brock Lesnar has been cleared by WWE. Now it's been reported just how Brock Lesnar has been able to return to WWE, and as expected, Lesnar has reportedly been cleared by WWE Legal. Lesnar being cleared by WWE's legal team was always the barrier preventing Lesnar from returning, but according to a new report from the Wrestling Observer Radio, Lesnar was cleared 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, WWE Legal cleared him, Brock Lesnar. As far as why, I don't know, and that is something to speculate on, but there's a lot of stuff. Obviously, everything relates to the Janelle Grant lawsuit, and WWE Legal is either confident that their thing goes to arbitration and Lesnar's not a factor at that point, or they're close to a settlement, and at that point, Lesnar's not a factor, or somebody there just had a change of mind, and I don't know which one of those it is. Now, additionally, it was reported that WWE scrapped the post-PLE press conference because they didn't want reporters asking about Lesnar. I do know everyone figured this out, but I can tell you also factually that the reason that they didn't do the press conference was because of this angle. Now, it was clear that Lesnar's return had been planned for some time, as WWE had merchandise ready to drop immediately upon his return. It was widely reported and subsequently confirmed by Triple H that John Cena requested to work with Lesnar on his retirement tour, and it was likely that WWE were just waiting for the legal clearance to begin the build to their program. WWE went to extreme lengths to keep the return top secret, and PW Insider claims that Lesnar was flown in under the cover of darkness and hidden all day. And to WWE's credit, the return didn't leak online, which no doubt delighted Triple H. Next up, WWE gives up on...
And, I mean, that's why it's one of those things where once he came out there, they clearly felt that it was comfortable enough. Time has passed. They felt like this would be something that, you know, they can get off and create a moment for the fans there and for, you know, shock value. And John wanted this to happen too. There's a lot of revolving doors in this. Am I saying it's right? No. You know, at the end of the day, he's still involved in that situation. But if they feel that he's good enough to be out there, they're going to have him out there. Whether I agree with it or not, they're going to do what they feel is best for their company. Once again, this is a company that got rid of Vince as soon as he sold it to him, once they started losing investors. So I'm pretty sure if they felt like they were going to lose investors, Brock Lesnar wouldn't be out there. No matter who you are, as long as they not losing money because of you, you're good. And he's a big enough star that they will give him a pass. This is WWE. This is corporate America. This is just how the world works, whether we agree with it or not. As long as they can make money off him and don't lose money off him, he's going to be out there. So, we'll see how things play out. You know, we'll see what they're going to do with John Cena and Brock Lesnar. We haven't seen that in quite some time. So, we'll see how that's going to ultimately play out when it's all said and done. But I do think this is Brock Lesnar's last run, too. John Cena's last run is going to be Brock Lesnar's last run. He's not going to be there that long. Like a lot of the people that we grew up watching, they about to hang it up or have hung it up. So, we just got to see how things play out. You're entitled to your opinion. If you don't like this decision, hey, you can always not watch the product. There's other wrestling companies that you can go out there and support. There's nothing wrong with that. That is your decision. That is your right to do. I'm going to just put that out there, man.
A star. And one of the biggest surprises at SummerSlam 2025 was that Jade Cargill actually lost. Cargill was seemingly destined to win the women's title, but in a 7-minute match, Tiffany Stratton shockingly retained. But it's now surfaced in a new report by the Wrestling Observer that at one stage WWE saw Cargill as one of the top stars for the future, on the level of Rhea Ripley. I remember having some messaging with some very high up in WWE and talking about the top people in the future, okay? And then one of the names that was on the internal list was Jade. And from the day Jade came in, Jade was not brought in to be a 50-50 wrestler. Jade was not brought in to be a mid-card wrestler. You could see the way she was brought in. She was brought in to be a superstar. And when it was told the women's future of the company, it was Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. But in a surprising twist, WWE no longer sees Cargill at the same level as Rhea Ripley. And although they initially saw her as a new version of the Ultimate Warrior, this stance has now changed. I don't think anyone is talking about her in the same light as Rhea Ripley today. When I saw that finish, because I think most people expected her to win, and I did too, so what if she didn't win? It's not a big deal, but when I saw the way they did the finish, it's like, okay, they don't see her as the Ultimate Warrior anymore, put it that way, and they did at first. Cargill still needs major development when it comes to her in-ring work, and WWE probably made the right call by booking a Summerslam match to be short in duration. Next up, a worrying update about Bron.
And I think that's part of the, I mean, a lot of people have said that she's still not ready for the title, and, you know, she still has to work on her in-ring skills and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's 100% the case. Maybe that is the case. Who knows? It's going to be really interesting to see what they do with her going forward after this loss. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So I don't know if they have any future plans. And the real question becomes, what does Tiffany Stratton do going forward? Who does she feud with? I guess we'll find out on SmackDown this week.
Breaker. And there's been concern that Bron Breaker is seriously hurt. And this concern comes from Breaker limping to the back following his match at SummerSlam, and Breaker being seen backstage wearing a support on his knee. Fightful Selective offered an update on Breaker's condition, and they state that Breaker could put weight on his knee and was seen when he was present during the Seth Rollins cash-in. He could walk on it, but it's not like he ran or anything like that or got involved in that finish. I just haven't heard, but I'm sure it was a legitimate injury, unlike the Seth Rollins injury, which was not a legit injury obviously. Fightful will then add details from a fan encounter with Breaker, and according to the fan, Breaker needed a chair at the SummerSlam meet and greet. I had a photo op with him earlier today, came in about an hour late, and was limping into the area. They gave him a chair to sit throughout the session. Also, the person that accompanied him from WWE was telling the workers to speed through the photos upon arrival. Really cool guy. I thanked him for showing up because he definitely didn't have to, and wished him a speedy recovery. His knee seemed a bit swollen. Now, hopefully Breaker's injury isn't too serious, and we here at WrestleMania will keep you updated and wish him a speedy recovery.
Well, obviously this was filmed before Monday Night Raw. He speared the shit out of fucking CM Punk. So I think he's fucking good. Because god damn, he was moving at mock speed and he speared CM Punk so bad he instantly got stun locked. CM Punk didn't do nothing else after that. He got obliterated. So I think he's good, y'all. That is awesome.
Next up, Triple H shuts down chants. Now, the crowd are continuing to actively support Karrion Kross in WWE, and last night on the post-show was no exception. As Triple H was speaking to the panel, the crowd heckled him with chants, "Oh, we want Kross."
Yep.
Rather hilariously, Triple H believed that they were chanting for Brock Lesnar, and he turned to the crowd and said, "You want Brock? You got him."
No.
Kross hasn't taken the X to call out WWE and Triple H for this. Naturally,
unreal. They write the scripts, but the fans write the truth. Thank you, TikTok. Damn, bro.
The tweet is obtaining significant attention. It's still unknown whether or not Kross is leaving WWE, as all we know is that Kross's WWE deal is set to expire some point this month. WWE promoting Kross's book at SummerSlam would surely indicate that he is re-signed, but Kross basically shooting on his boss may indicate that he's out the door. The crowd would then decide to chant for LA Knight, but in a telling moment, the game decided to outright ignore these chants. There's been a lot of criticism directed at WWE for leaving LA off the SummerSlam card, especially after he defeated Seth Rollins at Saturday night's main event, leading to a huge loss. Some fans believe that Triple H isn't exactly the president of the LA Knight fan club, and it'll be interesting to see how LA is presented on TV now that SummerSlam is in the rearview mirror.
And obviously, he was there, heavily involved on Monday Night Raw. I do not think they're done. I think we're probably going to get a multi-man match at the next pay-per-view. Maybe a triple threat of some sorts, because, you know, Roman, he's on his yacht and then about to go to a movie set. So, yeah, without his J's as well. So, you know how that goes.
Next up, WWE buried Travis Scott. Now, the fallout between WWE and Travis Scott was evidently serious, as WWE took a number of shots at the rapper over SummerSlam weekend. Even Wade Barrett joined in on this on the kickoff show last night, as when Barrett was discussing the main event, he joked that Scott parachuting in would ruin the show. You could parachute Travis Scott in with a bazooka, and I don't think that's going to happen. Probably ruin the show. It appears that WWE talent have been given permission to bury Scott publicly, as even Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul's podcast stated that Scott ruined the WrestleMania main event. Pretty sure he won't be invited back. Next up, a huge WWE feud.
Bro, they are taking any chance they can to bury this nigga, but they still use his theme song, obviously, for Monday Night Raw. So that's kind of interesting when you think about it.
Revealed. The WWE is reportedly planning a huge feud for Becky Lynch and an Intercontinental title. According to Corey Hayes on X, Lynch is set to enter into a feud with Nikki Bella.
Yep,
Nikki's back in WWE on a full-time basis, and this is a singles feud that has never been explored on WWE television. It's possible that the match takes place at Clash in Paris, and WWE are keeping the positive momentum going when it comes to presenting the IC title as a credible championship belt. And finally, a WWE...
And I ain't gonna lie to you, Nikki Bella, you got cooked. She cooked you on the mic with the hoe. Hey, weren't you supposed to... Oh, you can't see him anymore. Oh, that was... Ooh, yeah. Damn, Nikki, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Star needs surgery. Our final story today takes a look at the WWE status of former world champion Gunther, as it's now been reported that the ring general needs surgery. Just hours before SummerSlam Night 1, it was reported that the ring general has a nose injury, and now the Observer Radio stated that Gunther needs surgery. I was told Gunther's having surgery on his nose. I was told that a couple of days ago, and it is very clear from watching the finish that Gunther's having surgery on his nose pretty quick, because they shot the angle where it's like he's busted his nose. We here at WrestleMania wish Gunther a speedy recovery, and we certainly look forward to his in-ring return and what's next for the ring general. But there you have it.
And that's why they wrote him off TV saying he's going to be out indefinitely. They set it up that way. So it makes sense. They write him off. It's going to be interesting when he does come back. And hopefully, it does seem like we're going to most likely get that Gunther and John Cena match. I think that's probably going to be his last opponent. And Gunther will probably retire John Cena, which I can see that happening, depending on how long it takes for him to heal up. And then I do think, ultimately, we're going to get that Gunther versus Brock Lesnar, and Gunther's going to retire Brock Lesnar for the most part. I think that's what's going to happen. Gunther is going to be the guy that's just retiring people legitimately. So, but hey, comment down below. Let me know some other wrestling-related videos you guys want me to check out. I definitely will. Appreciate all love, support. Road to 150K. Appreciate y'all kicking it to me. See you on the next one. Peace.